is up, guys? Dad Dash coming to you live from the road. We're on an order, and I thought I'd talk to you. We've got a 7-minute ride to the customer, and I thought, you know what? Let me talk to you. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about something very, very important. It is called your mental mindset.
West Virginia 51
Turn that
East.
down a little bit. I apologize. I don't need that up. Your mental mindset, and this is something that I think is has come to light over the last couple of months, at least for me, at least more in the spotlight of seeing that the mental health of drivers out here is a big thing. And one of the things I think that we have to remember, and this is the thing that a lot of times if you just think back, why did you start doing gig work to begin with, right? Before you got involved in YouTube, before you got all involved in the nuts and bolts of it, before people started telling you what you had to do and how you had to work and what you were looking for, why did you get involved? And many people got involved for one reason, because they had the ability to turn the apps on and off whenever they wanted. Now, many say that's not true, or they'll talk about the fact that you got to work here. There is a requirement to work, because if you're doing this, especially if you're doing this full time as a primary mode of income generation, you're going to have to go out and work. But the bottom line is, remember, every time you're turning the apps on, remember, you can turn them off at any time. So if you're sitting in the car, if you're getting frustrated, if you're getting upset, if the day isn't going well, remember, if you're at a W-2, if you're at a job, you don't have the right to just get up, go home, take a break, and come back later. You don't have that. If you did that, you're going to get fired. You're going to get reprimanded. The apps, every time you're on, you finish the order you're on, go to the park, go somewhere, enjoy a moment of peace, solace, and silence, get your mind right, and then go back to work. And nobody can tell you you can't do that. Nobody can tell you when you can do that. Nobody can tell you when you can take a smoke break if you're a cigarette smoker. Nobody can tell you when you can take an air break if you're not a cigarette smoker. Nobody can tell you when you can go get a drink at the store or take an extra extended lunch break. Look, these are the things, these are the benefits of gig work. These are the reasons why we have done it in the past, and we lose track of it because the apps themselves try to make you feel like you have to be involved, like you have to be doing that next order, like you have to stay in the moment of the app. Remember, stay in your own moment. And that's important. And once you start doing it, like when I think about the fact that I'm out here, right, I don't have to go do the next order. I don't have to do any more orders today if I don't want to. Now, there might be something that doesn't get paid. There might be a deadline I have, a personal deadline. But those things will work out. Trust me. Those things will work out. They will. But if at the particular moment you're not feeling like you need to work, you're not feeling like it's the right moment, take a break. Take it in a moment. And if you start doing that, if you start focusing on the fact that you are not trapped in your car, you are not trapped by an app, that you, a human being, has the ability to turn the app on and off whenever you want, you will start to reconnect again with what it was that brought you here in the first place. Because that's what brought you here in the first place. That's what we mean when we talk about the freedom that the apps provide. But we also go out and say, well, we want to make $300. Well, we want to make $200. Well, guess what? Those are nice goals. And maybe you have a good day and you want to go brag about it and put your phone up and post it to social media. That's great. But you're not required to do that. If you're at 280 and you want to go home, go home. If you're at 200 and you want to go home, go home. You don't have to do $300 a day. You don't have to do $200 a day. You don't even have to do $100 a day, because you get to decide what you're going to do today. Now, from a mental peace of mind, know that if you put the time in, if you do the fundamental things that we talk about on this channel and others talk about on their channel, you will generate the money you need, as long as it fits within the parameters and the scale of what your app can provide. But if you've done it before and you've done $200, then don't fret. Don't worry about it. Come back out tomorrow and go back to work, or come back out in an hour and go back to work. That 25, 30, 40 bucks you might miss out on that hour is not going to be end of the world stuff. But I'll tell you what, if you're pushing yourself, if you mentally break off, if you start to really lose it, you can make mistakes out here that could cost you big. Could cost you your relationship with the app, could cost you your life if you got in an accident, or you weren't paying attention, or you'll go end up in an area that you're not on top of your game with. So, the stakes are definitely high out here. Many people say, well, it's just food delivery. It is just food delivery. It is just package delivery. It is just grocery delivery. But it is also one of the most dangerous jobs that one can do, because we are going to private people's residences. We are going out at night. We are riding on the road. We are leaning in to the percentages for drivers. So all of that is true. But you have control. You have control over you. You have control over the orders you take. You have control over whether you're working right now or you're not. No one else has control over that. And you got to remember that. You got to reconnect with that. Anyways, guys, I'm pulling up to the drop off. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay profitable, and Dad Dash will talk to you soon.